Hi, I'm Dianne Killen.
And I'm Cara Lynn.
And we're the hosts of an exciting new show called Horse Club for Women.
In all the world, there's no one else like me. I'm still the girl who reaches for her dreams, and I believe in me, yeah.
This time on Horse Club for Women, we continue our visit with Ken McNabb at the Rocky Mountain Horse Expo in Denver, Colorado.
In teaching, you know, in the last few years, there have been some great women really show up as teachers in an industry that has been typically dominated by men.
And we've had a lot of them on this show.
Yeah, you have. And some of those gals have been around for a long time, but finally the spotlight's landing on them. And they're great, great horsewomen and great instructors and great teachers. Mm-hmm. And I think one of the benefits to a female instructor is just that. They know, number one, they aren't physically going to make it happen. You know, very rarely have I ever met a woman who couldn't, you know, who gets up in the day and I'm just going to jerk this horse around. And I've seen women get hard on a horse for sure, but typically a woman knows physically she's overpowered.
And actually, they know they don't have to make it happen.
That's right.
You don't have to
They're a
do
little
that
more
for us.
accepting of maybe the time frame.
And so I try, when I'm teaching, I try to think about what I'm about to teach. Can Martha, who's 70 years old, can she do what I'm about to do? Because if she can't, I'm wasting her time and mine.
Right.
Well, a lot of women trainers already know what Martha can and can't do.
So
that's
where
an
did you
advantage
learn
to
this
them.
insight? I mean, did that come from your wife, your mother? Did it
Your
come from
sister?
failure? Your sister who taught you? Where did you get that insight? Because
Oh,
that is
I
very
invented it.
perceptive.
I
Yeah,
invented it.
yeah,
No,
sure you
You
did.
and Ray Hunt.
You know, truly,
No,
over the years, I would say that, boy, 85 to 90% of my clientele have been women.
Did they teach you how to teach?
They taught me how to teach. Because they would, you know, I've had a lot of women who are very honest and they would look at me and say, Ken, that's fine. You're 5'11", 190, 195 pounds. You can do that. I can't.
Yeah.
You know, and then getting married, you've met my wife, and she's
A doll. Absolutely
she's pretty
precious.
cool. But at 110 pounds, there's a lot she can't do. But what I've learned from her is that how physically strong you are doesn't matter. It's how mentally determined you are that makes the difference. And I've seen lots of times when, you know, there's no quit in her and she's still trying, and that's what's important, is not how much pressure you apply, but how hard you try.
And I'd like to go back there because you said there's certain things she can't do, but I don't think that really there's anything any of us can't do. It's
No.
just the way you have to choose
Exactly.
to get the result that you
Maybe
want.
couldn't do it the way
Exactly.
you were maybe
Right,
putting
right.
it out there.
You know, she physically, if she's got a 1,200 pound horse, she physically isn't going to pull his head hard enough to make him turn around.
Right.
I can position myself and use leverage and have enough power to maybe get that done.
Right.
She will do a better job of turning his head because she knows she's not going to use muscle to get it done.
Right.
And so between working with, you know, a lot of women as clients over the last 13 years, and then being very close to my wife and watching her learn, and she was not an experienced horsewoman when we met.
Really? Okay.
She'd ridden 4 or 5 times, and that was about it.
Wow.
So watching her get to where today she's a very qualified horsewoman, and watching that process has helped me as a teacher immensely.
That's nice that you guys could mutually share some knowledge. Her kind of help you on the instructor side and you help her with the horsemanship side. That's awesome.
It's been a lot of fun. You know, she's a fantastic partner. She is involved in everything we do and does a great job of helping. And you know, I used to be I really believe in being determined in whatever you're doing. And so my determination used to show up with my teeth gritted all the time. And I wasn't mad. I was very determined, and my wife would
Just
come up to me.
Intense.
Yeah, it was very intense. And that's a good word. I need to
Focused.
use that one more. Focused, there we go. And my wife would come up to me and she would say, do you intend to look like Jaws? Because that's how you're coming across. You're coming across like you want to tear this horse's head off.
It sounds like she's got a great sense of humor.
She does.
She's a little spitfire. She's got some energy to her, too.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself and your company and your calling going from here down the road?
You know, I have a lot of people in the horse industry I admire, and a lot of them are people that are 80 years old and still doing it. And that's my goal. You know, I love what I do, right down to the colt starting, the problem horses, and I love handling people's problems and helping fix them and dealing with people. So, you know, Lord willing, I want to be here 45, 50 years from now, still doing the same thing.
Well, there's no reason why not.
That's what we
There you
hope.
go.
Now, we know you travel all over the country. Where can people go to find your schedule? And also you have a series of products and you have DVDs. And where can they go to find out more about you and what you do and how to hook up with you?
KenMcNabb.com, and that's
Okay.
MCNABB.com.
Okay.
And everything is on there. We've got a complete schedule of what we do and all the different events that we're involved in, and as well as, like you said, the product line that we have is there also.
Ken, tell us a little bit about your clinics. What types of clinics do you do and where do you do them?
You know, our mainstay of clinics is basic horsemanship clinic, where we're really trying hard to develop relationships between the riders and their horses. Then we have some other clinics that are kind of they drift off from that a little bit. They're a lot of fun. We have a working ranch and trail horse clinic outside of Cody, Wyoming at the Rising Star Ranch there. Then we do a mountain trail ride where we take people up on a pack trip for 5 days. And that's
sounds
another
like fun.
neat deal
Let's do
where
that
we get
one.
them out. Yeah, that'd be good.
I don't know, I'm liking those cows.
I know.
Maybe I should
We'll do
do the
both.
ranch
We'll do
one with
both.
them and you can do the
That's a good idea.
mountain one.
And we get them up in the mountains and trail ride. That's a good time. And of course we have our standby, what we've done for years, which is the 3-week apprenticeship program, where we bring trainers in and work with them intensely for 3 weeks at a time.
That's a fabulous program.
Sounds great, yeah.
It's been a great program.
Because you share the knowledge. Everything that you've come to at this point in your life, you're now passing on to other people, which hopefully they'll go on and continue to develop and grow. So
Absolutely. I had a gal here the other day at this show come up to me and tell me, you know, she said, I just want you to know that for the last 12 years I have followed my dreams and I have worked as a horse trainer because of your program.
see, that just
That's
must do
great.
great things.
That was
just
really
must
neat.
do great things
That was
for
really
you.
neat.
What I love about you is that you have this persona of this attitude, if you will, of wanting to share your knowledge. You don't own it. You don't say, this is mine. You say, here's what I know. Now go do something with it and take it where you will.
Yeah, that's
that's a fine
how I
thing to have.
see, you know, sort of my calling in life is God gave me a talent to pass on. So
Excellent.
I hope I can.
Well, we think you have a lot to offer, people in general, but women in particular, and I'm so delighted you sat down and told us a little bit about your experience and background. It was great speaking with you
Well,
today.
thank you so much for inviting me. I've enjoyed it a bunch.
Well, we'll do this again sometime, and perhaps we can come and ride in one of your clinics
You
someday.
should do
It'd
that.
be fun.
You should come up and ride with us.
We'll do
That would
it.
be really good.
Thanks
All
so
right,
much.
thank you. You bet.
We'll see you next time on Horse Club for Women.